Okie dokie. All right, one of the most, let me see, we're just starting a little recording on one of the most powerful tools of the internet. Happens to be widgets from ICIWorld, and I'm speaking with Sean Kim. Hello, Sean.
Hi.
Okay, and Sean, I'm going to demonstrate some links that we recommend that you put on your website.
Sure.
And you'll see how you have listings here, Toronto MLS and property search, etc. And you're using a company, and it doesn't matter which company you're using for your website, because all website designers know how to install the widgets that we have from ICIWorld, and I'm going to demonstrate them to you. And what I do to demonstrate them is we go to ICIWorld.com, we click on For Members, and we go down to number 3, which is adding widgets to your website. And you'll see that it's a database of real estate listings for your website, and that it becomes inevitable that every single member trigger leads from their website. So this is, I would say, this is one of the hottest tickets to understand and the easiest to understand from ICIWorld on how to make money using this service. And I'm going to demonstrate these widgets now.
Okay.
And we're going to demonstrate them on what we call other good website companies such as yours, because we also supply websites, but I'm not getting into that in this particular widget section. I'm going to click on sample websites of other companies, whether it be Real Web Solutions, Web Tech Design, Incom Real Estate. They're all good companies, and we're going to just pick one of them, and I'm going to pick this one here from Web Tech Design. And this is just another nice looking website supplied by a good website company. But it's these are all called widgets that you see down here. Canada FSBOs, the business haves and wants, the residential haves and wants, my haves and wants, world commercial, and Ontario commercial in the case of Ontario. If you're in California or Florida, United States, or any place in the world, we have special widgets that are going to be tailored for you and your area and the world, and that you can put on your website. And we install them for you and send the instructions by email, and it's all done basically. And Sean did ask me about the Canada FSBOs. I wanted to show that right off the bat. And this comes up, and if you happen to be in Toronto, you might click on somebody might click on that, and up comes these listings that are coming in from the public. And if somebody is interested in this particular listing here, they're going to try to click on it, but they can't do it. And you'll notice that in this case, Rodika Elishu, her telephone numbers are right here, and her telephone numbers, they would literally have to pick up the phone and call her and ask her about these, or send her an email with those numbers. Now, the interesting thing about this, if this is from the public, you can call that owner up and say, listen, I've got somebody I'd like to show the property to, and then you can speak to them about making arrangements for compensation, for maybe having a listing commission, and then maybe you can end up having a selling commission as well. So it becomes a double-ender when you use that particular widget. Let's go back. The second widget that you did ask about, Sean, was the Ontario Commercial. I suggest this is one of the most powerful revenue-producing tools that all brokers in Ontario can actually use on their website. And the reason is that it's filled with thousands of listings, and you'll see how it covers the whole province. Most brokers are licensed in a province or state, so that means that you literally can cover the whole province and state. And you can be doing referrals all over the province or state if somebody calls you on any of these listings. So if we were to go here and demonstrate any one of these, what particular category might interest you, Sean?
Gas station.
Okay, in that particular case, it's what we call keyword searching. And if you go down here, and you will see something called keyword searching. And if people go down here, they can literally go down and search the word gas stations, and there it is right there. We'll click on it. And I just clicked on it, and bingo, within a second or two, you'll see all the gas stations, and there's about over 300 buyers and sellers of gas stations, SO gas stations, all different kinds of gas stations in the province of Ontario. And I would say almost 90 to 100% of these are really not on real estate boards. So this is a nice advantage, having all of this for all of you and your customers. If somebody calls on one of these, bingo, they can't click on it. They have to call you for more information. And it's absolutely inevitable that everyone trigger leads off their website unless you have no traffic to your website. And I'll finish off with how to solve that. Towards the end, we do have a program to help solve that. Okay, and the key thing is when you promote your website, Sean, you want to promote the fact and tell people, if you want to see gas stations on my website, you give out your domain name, you
Mm-hmm.
tell them to click on Ontario Commercial, you tell them to go down to keyword searching in red and to click on gas stations. If they want power of sales, you can click on power of sales, and bingo, up comes power of sales. And there they are there, and then they can call you on that number. You can make an appointment to show them a property this afternoon and go off and make some money. It can be that fast.
Well,
The other thing I like about that particular widget is if you go on a listing appointment and you're trying to list maybe a little apartment building or anything at all, click on Ontario Commercial and you'll notice that there's some wants here. And if you click on apartment buildings, you'll notice that a list of buyers will actually come up on the screen. This shows how well connected you are into the marketplace of buyers.
okay.
Isn't that amazing?
Yep.
So that's how that works. Okay, I think that's, there are other little widgets here that are also available for residential. I'll do that as well. If I go down, and if somebody, happens to be interested in, maybe, it doesn't matter, maybe in Mississauga or something, click on Mississauga, for instance, bingo, all the properties are sorted by price. Again, it's haves and wants. Somebody might be interested in this one here or one of these listings, and they can give you a call. And because it's an information service, you'll also see things like coming for sale even before it hits the market. That's the kind of things that you can do with an information service. Okay, any questions on that, Sean?
Sounds good. No, so far. Yep.
All right, so I have a special way to just send an email to your people, and what I'm going to do is just sign off on this particular session of showing widgets. Hang on, figure out how to, there we go.